Sensei coming at you this morning, uh, heading into work. But so I was going through YouTube uh, this morning, and really ever since I've been on this journey for the Olympics, and so getting back engulfed into the culture and into yeah, I guess who the modern day voices of martial arts out there. And man, there's just something that keeps rubbing me wrong. And it's about people saying, that karate today isn't applicable self defense. And honestly, I really beg to differ, Uh, um, no, number one, I remember as a child, getting into some street fights, and everything I learned in karate helped. I mean, I was able to, punch, kick, block, everything you need to know in a street fight. You know, or some people say that yeah, that karate isn't applicable on the streets, and I mean, I really, really beg to differ. I think that's I don't know. I don't think it's right. I really don't think it's right at all because, like I said, I mean, I've gotten plenty of street fights, and karate was my determining factor of winning. I haven't lost a street fight. It just is what it is. But then I think also maybe it's a part about Western culture that gets a little goofy as well, because at the end of the day, if you're a grown man, a grown woman, you're a grown man, a grown woman. Why are you getting in the fight? You don't need to be in the fight. You too old for that stuff, man. You get in fights as kids and teenagers. Coming up and just because kids don't know how to express themselves, so they just slap each other. You get in the fights. You get in the fights like that. But when you get older, man, you really need to stop fighting. Why are you getting in the fight anyway? If you are 20 anything, you in college anything, why are you getting in a fight? We have now grown to a maturity that doesn't take us handling a discussion by balling our fists and punching each other, or body slamming each other. If you're gonna fight as an adult, it should be in a controlled environment, some kind of sport, something like that. That should be the only place that you are honestly getting a fight. And then if you're an adult and you get in a fight, it should be out of self-defense, like because someone's trying to rob you, or something random. Something random happens where someone randomly tries to jump you because again they're trying to rob you or something like that. You know, that should be the only time you get in a fight. If you get in an argument or you get in disagreement with some people, you should have a level of maturity that would put a halt to an escalation that would even get to a point of a fight. Because what's going to happen as an adult? You get in a fight, you're going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to jail. You're going to have a record. Someone could die because you hit them, they fall back, hit their head on the curve, and they die. And then you back in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as an adult, the opportunities, as an adult, I haven't really had any opportunities to get in a street fight because you shouldn't put yourself in position to. If you're at a club or something like that, and then someone step on your foot, or you step on somebody else's foot, man, just say, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, man, it doesn't matter. It's my shoe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the reason that you would get in a fight as an adult is absolutely futile. Absolutely futile. You should master the art of not getting in a fight because you don't need to. You're too old for that stuff. You know. So, anyways, that was I just had that on my mind, man. I'm like, that is, I think that's just a dumb statement that martial arts or that karate uh, isn't applicable in modern day self defense. It is. You learn how to block, kick, and punch. What else do you need to know how to do in a fight? I mean, if you're going to defend yourself, you know how to block a punch, block a kick. Most people ain't gonna kick, so you just know how to block a punch and strike back. That's what you learn in karate. It's pretty simple. Yes, you may learn some takedowns and all this other stuff. You may learn some wrist grabs and wrist locks. And that stuff can come in handy depending on the moment. If we're talking self defense, it depends on the moment. But the fact is that you learn that stuff so that if the moment arises, it's second nature for you to get out of it, and you don't get stuck, and you don't get stuck in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. You know. Um, so anyway, man, I get, when I hear that karate today isn't applicable, I just really think that's a dumb statement. And some people may go the whole UFC route, and again, I mean, at the end of the day, martial arts. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna get in a street fight, it's about blocking a punch, blocking a kick, and striking back. I mean, it's pretty simple. We don't have to get deep and wonderful and getting on to the proper stances and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, the stances will come second nature of something if you get into a scuffle and whatever. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be getting into fights as an adult. You shouldn't be trying to just clobber somebody until they can't breathe no more. You know, you should be able to de-escalate the situation and move on. And if you truly study martial arts, that's what you do. You de-escalate you're not trying to kill a person, man. You de-escalate the situation and move on. 'Cause like I said, I remember the fights I've gotten in. The moment they realized they was out of their league, the fight ended. There was no need to beat somebody to a pulp. There's no need to beat them to unrecognition. There's no need to break bones. There's no need to break joints. There's no need to do none of that stuff unless I absolutely have to. But the moment they realized they was out of their league, it was over. The stuff was over with. So I don't know, it was just that was on my mind, man. Again, I personally, I may be biased to karate, but that's the style that I learned. I learned karate, judo. I learned karate, judo, and taekwondo. It is what it is. So, anyways, and also I think, if some people get caught up on the whole whose style is the best and all this stuff. Any style that you have studied to a T is pretty deadly. Period, man. And again, if you look into to just defend yourself in those one-off situations, whatever you learn will be fine. I'm pretty sure Tai Chi will be fine. I'm pretty sure Aikido will be fine. I'm pretty sure Judo, Karate, whatever it is that, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, whatever it is out there, Wing Chun, whatever it is out there, if you studied it to a T, you're gonna be just fine in the one-off situations that occur in life, throughout life. But again, if you're a grown man or woman, I would question your maturity if the only way you can solve a problem or solve a conflict is by fighting. So, anyways, going to Sensei, some of my thoughts on modern day karate.